Think you can answer this one? Which of these paintings was stolen from the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston in 1990 and has never been recovered? Stick around to the end to find out if you're right. Welcome to the Famous Paintings and Artists Quiz. 10 questions, 10 seconds each. Let's go! Question 1. Who painted the Mona Lisa? A. Michelangelo. B. Raphael. C. Leonardo da Vinci. D. Caravaggio. The correct answer is C. Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci painted the Mona Lisa between approximately 1503 and 1519. The painting is believed to depict Lisa Gherardini, the wife of a Florentine merchant, and is famous in part for her enigmatic, ambiguous smile. Question 2. In which country was the artist Frida Kahlo born? A. Spain. B. Argentina. C. Colombia. D. Mexico. The correct answer is D. Mexico. Frida Kahlo was born in Coyoacán, Mexico, in 1907. Her iconic blue house there, known as La Casa Azul, is now a museum dedicated to her life and work and remains one of Mexico City's most visited cultural sites. Question 3. Which artist cut off part of his own ear and later painted The Starry Night? A. Paul Gauguin. B. Vincent van Gogh. C. Paul Cézanne. D. Georges Seurat. The correct answer is B. Vincent van Gogh. Vincent van Gogh famously severed part of his left ear in December 1888 following a quarrel with fellow artist Paul Gauguin. He painted The Starry Night in June 1889 while residing at the St. Paul de Massol Asylum in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence. Question 4. Edvard Munch's famous painting The Scream was created by an artist of which nationality? A. Swedish. B. Danish. C. Norwegian. D. Finnish. The correct answer is C. Norwegian. Edvard Munch was Norwegian. He created 4 versions of The Scream between 1893 and 1910, and he described the inspiration in his diary as a moment when the clouds turned blood red and he felt an infinite scream passing through nature. Question 5. Which painting by Salvador Dali features melting clocks draped over a barren landscape? A. The Elephants. B. Dream Caused by a Bee. C. The Persistence of Memory. D. Swans Reflecting Elephants. The correct answer is C. The Persistence of Memory. The Persistence of Memory was painted by Salvador Dali in 1931 and took him only a few hours to complete. Dali claimed the image of the melting watches was inspired by a piece of melting camembert cheese he observed one afternoon. Question 6. Which artist is associated with the Cubist movement and co-founded it alongside Georges Braque? A. Henri Matisse. B. Pablo Picasso. C. Vasily Kandinsky. D. Pete Mondrian. The correct answer is B. Pablo Picasso. Pablo Picasso and Georges Braque developed Cubism together around 1907 to 1914, inspired in part by the late works of Paul Cézanne. Their collaboration was so close that they sometimes jokingly referred to themselves as Wilbur and Orville after the Wright brothers. Question 7. Johannes Vermeer's Girl with a Pearl Earring is housed in which museum? A. The Rijksmuseum, Amsterdam. B. The Louvre, Paris. C. The Uffizi Gallery, Florence. D. The Mauritshuis, The Hague. The correct answer is D. The Mauritshuis, The Hague. Girl with a Pearl Earring has been on permanent display at the Mauritshuis Museum in The Hague, Netherlands, since the museum's collection was acquired in the 19th century. The painting is sometimes called the Mona Lisa of the North due to its captivating gaze. Question 8. Which American artist is known for large-scale paintings of flowers and the landscapes of New Mexico? A. Mary Cassatt. B. Winslow Homer. C. Georgia O'Keeffe. D. Andrew Wyeth. The correct answer is C. Georgia O'Keeffe. Georgia O'Keeffe moved to New Mexico in 1949 and drew constant inspiration from its desert landscapes and animal skulls. She is widely considered the mother of American modernism and lived and painted productively until age 98. Question 9. Michelangelo's ceiling fresco in the Sistine Chapel depicts scenes primarily from which book of the Bible? A. Exodus. B. Genesis. C. Psalms. D. Revelation. The correct answer is B. Genesis. The 9 central panels of the Sistine Chapel ceiling depict scenes from the book of Genesis, including the creation of Adam, Noah's Ark, and the fall of man. Michelangelo completed the enormous project between 1508 and 1512, reportedly painting much of it while standing, not lying on his back. Question 10. Which of these paintings was stolen from the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston in 1990 and has never been recovered? A. The Night Watch by Rembrandt. B. The Concert by Vermeer. C. Olympia by Edouard Manet. D. The Card Players by Cezanne. The correct answer is B. The Concert by Vermeer. Vermeer's The Concert was among 13 works stolen in the 1990 Gardner Museum heist, which remains the largest unsolved art theft in history with an estimated value of over $500 million. The empty frames are still displayed in the museum as a reminder, per the founder's original wishes. That's all the questions for today. Drop your score in the comments. I'd love to know how you did. If you enjoyed the quiz, hit like and subscribe for a new quiz every week. See you next time.